asema okay, if it is true, I'm repeating it again. Yeah. If it is true, the most unserious party is the New Patriotic Party. If it is true, and I'm saying coming serious, the opposition is still waiting for them. Still want to suppress the will of the people. Now they are not in power, but they should use a nice way to suppress the will of the people. Now party being mama kwakwa tenefi. That will be some so me kwakwa suya. Omunko kosuya. They catch us say it's other than the person is willing to learn. MPP for your opposition of one they are okay with it. They are cool with it.
Give their assurance to this house that a thing like that will not happen again. And so, Mr. Speaker, let me indicate to my colleagues on the other side.
I said Dunkete has been the general secretary of the party for a longer period. He controlled the party. Party even sorry John Dramani Mamasiu. Now they said Dunkete in terms of the party, I said Dunkete a lot of grounds. Do you see leadership in MPP? Oh, from where I said, Papa no man chairman there was a party. Open Papa who saw no confidence in him. I know 17. The way I had confidence in him. Say what's your prayer? I changed 4 times, 16 years. I do so. Everybody was yelling and yelling for this particular man to come and make sure so I be the party chairman. And I see do your friend saying and I do don't go kufarin and kofu acquire mafia so this ano man and I will do it test and I very win ya man. And a man for you say that they don't do no so don't do so. And you see, I want to be no to the a man for me say in terms of socialization our form. Yes, we money pa as a on funny pa home. We know about tomorrow and chairman as a problem with any problem. Says any deficiency, you should deal with it in a serious political party. And that's how I'm going for suspension. Suspend to be a deterrent to other people. Make us a sample from where if Canadian call for you teaching some your campaign, you cannot crucify Canadian call for because someone must start here, someone must start the anti-Yamodia. Then a chess can some call for us start a bit. I know you are doing for the question you're asking me as an MPP party in terms of leadership, as I don't see discipline. As there's leadership crisis. I don't see discipline. I don't see discipline. I don't see discipline. I find my kwaba at the Bat Solid TV. Ye production at the Free Ghana. Can you we are internet at home this Franko. Baby will be at the content in the Ebomidi at the Shibula as usual, and so I transfer Baby Ghana Hong Kong. Amanya 7 years say the new President John Dramani Mahama asate an appointment. An appointment and so be so a year Juma. Nancy ya Adamaka the special prosecutor. And so a Babontina I would say were declared Ken Ofori Atta as wanted person. As before say Babontina be declared I did Yan TSA and nipa bi akofio so mo bie na fo so mo hemfo o makwa ransack Ken Ofori Atta fie. Eno na edom kese o mo mrese bi jefie o mo da no de ni eye honorable because Mahama Ayarga and so Babontina ababe patch wa condemn the act no. Is it the first time we can say abansesa near ransack will be fee na brebe and asade be twa na ede pote na ya omo peso omo achieve omo Ken Ofori Atta fee no ede niam anomu no ensem afro be kan ho ene no pa wi anwumre ya de baba so musa kwansa me twa mo ba me ba Franko hita ba be kan komo no.
Finally, my family is free because of Rome Villa Estate. Yes, this estate is responsible for selling affordable litigation-free lands that have electricity, water, and accessible roads. I am so happy.
For Makwaba, me emphasize that Emma Ella Vista resident. Ella Vista resident mean can't say, baby, I will be an so kupiumo and cry. Pumpuru man tem na so pe baby pa ada eye Ella Vista resident biaro ewo achemota peturum ebe ma 7 park no na eye 2 bedroom and a studio rooms ya ye dey ma for both short and long stay and you say the security no eye 24/7 and afi so no kania no ijana so me say kania na emmonani fre na your reservation 0542359260 0542359260 Ella Vista resident me say what is on koda kwa ko nekobo ni akoma mama koma Franko the hita kwa nyamada mam this also boko happy Valentine Day same to you amantonka mama so mama she ti de ka me de be ma no na de ka ba me fa se me na me de am enti atika kwa hwe mo de na ta Valentine Day no Valentine Day no onhwe enye brunya na se enye vazi adi odo enkura yi wo nkura ne omo na old no oh so omre no baby
Onomu also no we are so movie.
So be aboko.
Boko.
You're the Nyamiasi.
Na Ghana Babu to say.
See you so kakra. John Mama so he's doing resetting. And you were quite fast for all corner. See Anna Mama be quite a then the NDC they should not even do campaign. They can win the 2028 elections.
Mama campaign.
Me say, and I'm repeating it again. Say ya no be corner dia. Obi ho na shase efe. Na wi ye nyefe. But say ya na say John Mama betimi akona because Mama, the responsibility on Mama is bigger than 2016 there. Because if you look at the NDC, maybe they not do no. John Mama have to leave a legacy. In you more by your projects or by no, and no more by no. And I Ghana for it make Gina Swaka said there be a trouble my NDC in our Obano. Because anybody NDC brings at the flag bearer will stand on the shoulders of John Dramani Mama. NDC Libyo Bebia. Where I say Julius Zebra, I see a Dunkatia, Erico Pokuan, why dear, I had a Drusumono. The person of Metro Obama to be the flag bearer of the NDC will still stand on the shoulders of John Dramani Mama. Now I'm a catch or say, John Dramani Mama, he took the power party from power, he took it to opposition. Oba Kaya on the 24th of July, or Solano Pa, Unimso be the president, or Kwano Paro vice president. By this time, na John Mama, he had no Parliament House, as went in to be the president of the Republic of Ghana. Or here on the NDC co-opposition. That time it was unprecedented. When lost a buyer, your mama close to 1 million.
Yeah.
And a man for starting on a mama, the mama, the old beam, and a Yamian Hunimobo, and a Ghana for who about my trouble for John Dramani Mama. So Mama knows any party you co-oppositioner. Shakespeare book was so much I do about nothing. And I try to say, your mama, when we come with the president.
Not incompetent mama, not competent.
Also, said we will say he's a competent mama. But so send the party you co-opposition there, hey. There is a recipe for disaster for the party.
But Franko, and I'm a picky inch, we say Yayanum, about meeting, or Macquaque meeting.
And you're from Yan.
And you're for, I'm from you for.
No, you see, me. The NPP should have a nice way in dealing with this kind of issue. But as a you see clear camp and fashions in the NPP.
And then the camp and the fashion a bet Canada. From Akufo-Addo Alan camp and good that.
But it depends on how you manage and massage the issue. How things are going. So when you solve this kind of problem, it is going to eat up and it will create serious compounded problem for the NPP ahead of elections 2028.
The only man said, also part in the BSC Tuaba. They started from the polling station.
Yes.
Near their call constituency, electoral area, polling into electoral area, constituency, near call region, near call national, and I call flag bearer. This time, almost again started from the top.
Top of the
to flag bearer. No, metro national. Now, our two constituency almost says started from the bottom up. That's a be open up. Emma, whichever way could be said as a card bearing members, and I say it be a pass exactly in Aboma. They are Baumel not only by before Nancy. Until young two from a sort of from the national executive. You two national executive, no matter supervise the regions, about supervise the constituency, about down to the polling station. If I get uncle for I don't know, as somehow okay, if it is true, I'm repeating it again. Yeah. If it is true, the most unserious party is the New Patriotic Party. If it is true, and that's the plan. Me say they're working. Me knew what you need. Yeah. But I'm using a conditional statement over here. I want to create windows and doors to pass through. Yeah. If it is true, say NPP approach when on person when they call for their internal elections, then they are not serious. But Franko, by be or no, I could do commodity. Say any party from them na be see for man. That's the plan. And I'm saying come serious. The opposition is still waiting for them. Still want to suppress the will of the people living them. Now they are not in power, but they should use a nice way to suppress the will of the people. Hey, na party be. Mama kwa kwa tenafi. That will be some so me kwa kosia. Omo kosia dey catch us say. It's either say nipan the person is willing to learn. MPP for your opposition of one they are okay with it. They are cool with it. Person okay if it is true. Omo serious back see. About the bill we feel the call for betting me a contest a
contest. Now do call contest na yes chin my mouth for some na man for no. One of how many percentage na nyai. Why don't you allow the delegates willingly to decide who they want?
Yes, expand the form from a form when cut from bottom to top.
Do they say from top to bottom
election?
How reason here then?
I say reason is one candidate say want to office says from bottom to top a form in Yamano. Say you see a BMU, ABR, all car bearing members. And one factor. The movers and the shakers of the NPP, they are cool with it. But because some of the movers and the shakers of the NPP, they are in his camp.
Hey, any party more problem.
But then they are problem. And they are the delegates conference. I want to ask you,
they should go to emergency congress. Emergency.
Yeah.
Now if you look at the NPP, when you first one lose one airtime, they should go to emergency congress. They should deal with the delegates. Delegates in the better pay panel.
Yeah.
That is where, if you look at NPP, and come is serious, they will listen to the masses.
Yeah.
The Ghana folk and they will listen. As we speak today, now I catch a message. The future of the NDC will be in a limbo.
Yeah.
The future of the NDC, there will be clear camp and factions and division if they don't solve it early.
Yeah.
Among for the Matamna Franko, as my Kenyan, come say. I said Dunkacha is not happy.
Only happy. Only happy.
I said Dunkacha is not happy. Go and check. There's a certain man who also show commitment and dedication for the party.
Yeah.
They are not happy. Do you know why?
Yeah.
These are people, true NDC people. They feel and think, so this is the time for us to also give us an opportunity to look for our people and also bless them.
What's a Kojobu contest, man? And yet they are winning such a journey as one in
Let's see. J.A. Kufuor, another Danko Kufuor in 1996.
Yeah.
Another Danko Kufuor contested J.A. Kufuor. Kufuor wins the internal primaries of the NPP. J.A. Kufuor drove into the house of Akufo-Addo. Was saying internal elections. Now you have to hear, J.A. Kufuor win elections, Position where man another Danko Akufo-Addo was a cabinet position.
Yeah.
It tells you he's a politician.
Is it time another equatorial Chachu versus Kufuor? I say court assembly Mbogu is that. Also, Satan Kufuor Buji. Yes, and another taste of Kufuor by Nijim. The Kufuor by the yes, but Kufuor by no. As for the party, or shuffle. He's foreign affairs. Yeah,
he's a politician. John Mama was hardly any bureau. Nipo contested John Mama, your friend Joshua Alabi.
Yeah,
John Mama made him a campaign coordinator.
Yeah,
campaign coordinator. Tiasma make a you. Now, if you look at the NDC, there is a clear facet and camp. I say, Dunketianko Fono, Julius Zabranko Fono. There is another spring coming up.
Another one.
Eric Opokusu might come in the picture. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if you see Eric Opoku coming into the picture. And if you look at the NDC, so many solve problems in Tema, it will eat up and bring cracks in the NDC. But Eric Opoku and Julius Zabra, because they are from the same food. John Mama candidates. Let's see. Franko Atta. If you look at the NPP in 2007, a lot of people belong to the J.A. Kufuor camp, but they still contested. Yeah. Whether concorded or reality, Obian himself J.A. Kufuor and Nipo Penas and Eurefren Alabakuja. But Kwamna J.A. Japan was a press secretary to a Kufuor contesting. Yeah. Cabinet ministers, they contested it. Sometimes, Nippon Musa Gabi, at this 2028 and farmer 2032, I can come into the picture. Me started to say, let me clear the awareness. So I don't know who catch out even permit yeah. So if you look at the NDC, there's a certain kind of fashion and camp that is pumping up. But before here, this kind of fashions in the NDC, still the NDC will win the elections. Because someone is serious. Numbers now, the cool feel numbers not so. That is what Gabo crossing it. May say you don't need an ordinary. They will catch them and may say, if it is true, the NPP they are not serious. But I'm the leadership of the party. Now, as a party, nobody have to auto-play. May say, I don't want to believe that it is true. Franko may say too, but do you see leaders of the leaders of NPP so at their working? After one partner to partner kata rano 17 dia kese. Oh, me say o ye gona na kenu kwan so bakra be gina. O be say time so say na time na pan. Me say, and I want to repeat it again. I don't want me say do what? Because I want to look at official things. Like this, you do pa. Hey, and I can probably cancel Mukruma. But frankly, we share NDC as a political partner. See, look at your chairman. Because of the mercy from you see that in the NPP. I said Dunkete has been the general secretary of the party for a longer period. He controlled the party. Party Peripa even sorry John Dramani Mama Siwo. Now they said Dunkete in terms of the party. party as an American. I said don't get a lot of grounds.
Oh, ahead of John Dramani.
I'm talking about the party. Party Nankasam. Don't joke with the don't get here.
But Franko, do you see leadership in MPP?
Oh, from where I said, my part of my chairman, there was a party. Open the public who saw more confidence in him. And yeah, he's 17. The way I had confidence in him.
What's your prayer? I changed
4 times, 16 years. I do so, make calcophobia. Everybody was yelling and yelling for this particular man to come and make sure so I be the party chairman. And I see the friend saying, and I don't go for them and go for acquire mafia, so this man, and I will do it a slam, and I very believe winning a man. And a man for you said that they don't do no, so I don't do. And you see, I want to be no moon to the four. A man for me say in terms of socialization, our form. Yes, we money as a on Fanny Pahon, we know about tomorrow and Chiamon, as a problem with any problem. Says, have any deficiency, he should deal with it. Say, and call you in Famana, or being perfect. But sometimes we learn on something. The many members say, I see, I'm in Pedipa, me that introvert person. But let's open position. Politics are here, and it's all about that move. And Quasas will be able to careful, they should be able to accommodate it. And it's a movie of politician, I was a Franco criticizer. Constructing animal problem, I also have problem with you. You can sit me down, Franco. Maybe as someone who can say it here. Then I'm in church room. Say. Next, any panic come as a or visit the when they come on a certain kind of premise. Okay, let me ask you. Give me your mind. At then you see. But 17 they made it no. As well as I'm for now, checking planners. Maybe I say. Encophobic cosometi, your friends or flag bearership, or could turn one castle be a term, a belongs and pay for us or question office or cat to buy and was also.
But Franko, I didn't mention a mentias and say, capacity because in Clare, deep part Nemu. I was so dominant from ya 2 partner. I could defeat you. I fear you, I lead you a campaign. Who's under groups so about Bontesomo to declare Ken by church name. Who's the leadership of the parties get the nice from say ceasefire will be this is the roadmap of the party
discipline woman. A member of parliament has benefited on the ticket of the NPP, who was a middlebelt coordinator for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. The Council of Elders issue a communique. Council of Elders, and on a hackon who said banana in Sasha was say more be a campaign move be was uncle the Eka say they are bringing Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Mesa de be ameka na Gideon so kwata peace ono so kwa the close ally I remember we friend Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia me nkasa me boss alidu no so akwa bi in a serious political party and as am go for nyem mo suspension ka suspend you to be a deterrent to other people enti ameka say am go from where sa de no if Kennedy Nkofo so tisim so mo ye campaign you cannot crucify Kennedy Nkofo no because we must start here some must start here ntimi antia mo de a then a chese Ken so Nkofo so start betimi atia. And I know you are for the question you're asking me as an MPP party in terms of leadership, as I don't see discipline. As
there's leadership crisis.
I don't see discipline. I don't see discipline. I don't see discipline. I don't see this
party discipline woman and post-election organization.
I don't
now wow nipa JFK say yes. I say I didn't find this.
I don't see this.
A man for starting at the or
I don't see discipline. Whereby the official communique of the party has not come out in regards to how they lost the elections. So be any the no might be concocted level of allegations and but the party should come with official communique and say this and this and this and this. That took us to position. We are going to do reforms. We are going to make sure idea man for bufu and on person mo ye no kaya yes man for kotoa ba ya mo free this sa top bottom and then on person mo ye omo ya it will go against the new patriotic party and making sure coming back into power. Say NDC 80 second term.
Yeah.
MPP will stay in opposition maybe 20 years. Because Nipa no Beban will love to go for 8 years.
Yes.
Sometimes the MPP party is seeking some form.
Yeah.
No more doing form. And there will be a serious disunity in the new patriotic party if they can't capture power in 2028.
But Franko, pe the Niema Equapa, the MPP, say, Siano, a Niema Nkuyi, a Niema Nkuyi, and also party no and penny for at Tenacin, who said, Ya took a ba at the akanifo a omehye party ba Franko me pese ye kohwe video bi eba ye ba na ya ba be edi ho nkom.
Make this statement on the basis of the commitment of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama to reset this country, which means that everybody must act in compliance with the law and the mandate of institutions. And so I have called the relevant stakeholders in the matter to find out exactly what happened. So, Speaker, it is true that the private residence of the former Minister of Finance was entered into by operatives of the military and the police, led by the somebody who we believe works at the National Security Coordinator's Office. Mr. Speaker, his name is Mr. Jakwa. Mr. Speaker, we have investigated the matter, and we want to say and assure our fellow countrymen and our colleagues in this House that we have received assurances from the Office of the National Security Coordinator that it was not intended that that should happen, and that occurrence is most regrettable and unfortunate, and he wants to give this House his word and assurance that a thing like that should never happen again. Mr. Speaker, I have also spoken with the Minister of Interior, who has spoken with his IGP, and I've spoken with the Minister of Defense, and all of them give their assurance to this House that a thing like that will not happen again. And so, Mr. Speaker, let me indicate to my colleagues on the other side that this side of the House remain committed to ensuring that this country is reset, that its institutions function properly, that its officials act in accordance with the law, and that the rights and liberties of every citizen are upheld and protected under the regime of His Excellency.
Mahama Yarega.
Yes.
And what part you say the course of Ken Ofori Atta fee no or power chow na office nya dia EBCD. And is this only I don't say ayomuna ye yana.
Lasisi.
Franko data.
There be a messy assembly. We should not attack the personality, but we should attack the issue.
Yeah.
And now, I've received a series, numerous calls,
okay,
from people,
okay,
and they feel and things. And we brought our objectivity in play.
Yeah.
Me, open it up. Compare Ken Ofori Atta asema be number one.
Yeah.
Because me feel say, but then the bush of phone go MPP party. That is me. Because they do baby no, they became gods in the new patriotic party, whereby big men and the movers of and the shakers of the NPP couldn't control them.
Yeah.
And they do baby, yes, to be called cabinet meeting. You start here and I can for that so that people for to me in carry. I could for it to me class or can for that ready. And they do baby how 88 MPs made a coup d'etat to remove over a Ken Ofori Atta. Now coup for 20. And you penny paba aqua, Lasisi, me. If you look at the Kufuor administration, when it's a one more Kufuor pa, Ken Ofori Atta is number one.
Yeah.
But Asamba, I don't look at the personality.
No, because high MP by Ken Ofori Atta.
That's what how one more cry. And on the sudden, action in actions, the kind of MPP position. One in the annual Santi, but you are talking about the party. I'm
a quarter. I on the per se, may say, told
Bush from when I walk by me, 52. Now for 4 years, Bushian Bamian phone now, so 52. And if you look at the air Koswa, these actions and inactions from this particular man, and they could follow Bush for they took the party to position. But me Asamba, I don't look at personality. I look at the issues, and the man came back and said, wait, dear, be objective, be sincere, I'll talk about it. 99 out of 100 can say, Franko, you are wrong. one person can say you are right, and I agree with you.
Yeah.
That is me. Last is
Franko Atta.
What said your mama Yariga Kana? And now me catch or say, Ocean video na a course of honor. It means say a politically motivated.
But no one is owning the way they are costing because Kisa Jabe say or Onimoshe.
Now, Kisa Jabe was say a no on a sanctions or Monkorum Coco Pimo Papanifi. Only and he's a lawyer. He knows say so case on what Jetuma Ghana's constitution, Article 18.2 will go after him. Article 18
sanctions.
Article 18.2 they say you cannot go to someone's private property. Whereby law is the constitution of Ghana.
Yeah.
Who interprets the law? A court.
Court.
And the court won't even court. And the punishment of him who she was in would be free. Now, as some about for me, can be. There be a message we are France and Russia. NPP, they did same to a lot of people in the end. That was wrong. One, John Jenapo, but when they raided his house, F and a laptop, F and a mobile phone, a Chekopimo UK, they wanted the password no munya. Or my friend answer the password they moment mutini be. Domikayeni, and no Attorney General, or no, they raided his house. And now they say so. Jetu Kwesi, they raided his house. Sano money in and now the papa. Because when you go be fear, a court of competent jurisdiction or the law, Nipa mechanics are, and Mama me quite some inconco when you fee. So maybe I'm having a bench warrant or something, so I'm going to the house of the person. Per law, I can enter into every jurisdiction that I want to enter. But no woman say, if you look at the course for MPP for Naibi, none of me catch or say, if you look at Ghana politics now, a politics of revenge and vengeance. And here, I'm reading month for you. Do they go there just to intimidate the person? Oh, sir, specific information. Yeah, yet me who say any question. Now, if you listen to over friend Mama Yariga, I must say, Nipana or Kohono, your friend of Japa. Yeah. Japan or Koy or yet to my own national security. Japa, my dear, not ambulance Japa, not go for them. So, or your former military man. Okay. Former military person. Now he's now working with the national security. Three. What's on the call? One, I want to ask who sanctioned that kind of operation? And on what authority no call? Who sanctioned it? What a sanction here? Because Japano or bosses on no is it coming from the bosses? And also on one case and HSA or by Musa say, so I have that prerogative power to make sure I can take any decision that I want to take. I'm asking. Go and watch the video again. Or call G2 or G2 at the Senate. Or call a penny for the Land Cruiser. Or Brian and the soldier neighbor could you to the man or the Senate. Say, what is the motive? Motive near them. Say, we will be a crime without Bulldog without. Charles is Franko Atta. Say, Ukita court a ye and answer Pelon a walk, and I will be coming to a Kuno Bija. Who will be for Bija? What per man for will take you on. And me say I want to ask again. Who signed? Because Mama Yariga catcher say pay their checks. The Japan guy works with the national security. If we work with the national security, one is answer the man. One a man acquires work. I want to ask who appointed the national security court. What a member no. Ultimate responsibility lies at the desktop of the leader. John Dramani Mama the national coordinator need. Yeah. The national coordinator may issue instructions. I want to ask the coordinator on the man Japan guys on Kowana. Or information ben okunya oba dey no be person who say ye can if it was a lawful entry and can now dan come the letter about bonja be say ya ma mo kwan so mo konko wura it is getting close to 72 hours once will be only up say mama mo kwan say that tells you say Ghana politics no a revenge and vengeance Ghana they are buying say emra ye fa nya adwuma but see emra ye fa nya adwuma na wutia o say o de SB o mo fa nche o mo it is an illegality comes with a punishment. Yeah. Illegality, no. It comes with a punishment. What punishment are they going to give to Japa? If Konana or conditional statement, if Konana or no kita any lawful entry, I want to ask. This is a private man's property. One, the man is not around. Say they are planning power fear and the OS provision the one Obed Mark accept national security. Ya kwa law. I friend say a law. You bet no rough flock or find the knuckle. The man you are looking for. The man is not in Ghana.
And after no most suspect is a Ken Ofori Atta castle in Ghana. No wash if you are.
Shabless. Sometimes I have problem with Ghanaians. Let's do intellectual analysis. Me put doctors and then are you not ready? How can you say Papa need it?
Among for say document your omit my fiki. Among for say medical report or omit my fiki.
Lasisi.
Franko.
I know who's a man for Cassan when you where Shabu sometimes on Asamba on Yabu through. Maybe Obinya. Maybe Obinya. Now what now Yarika Kawans or Kakon to me.
Utia Sama Aikai. I wow down for a acquire MPR.
Why?
Or could you move your Parliament House sticker?
Also
on TV or catch will be said. Na Ken Ofori Atta Omra Ghana mu. Ghana it has a yana yada ye course it and he said
Minya video news about Myadia.
Franko say just Ujimidi.
I
one Nana Yajan to a corner some
Matua and I say unless I see the video, I don't want a reporter speech before I can talk about it. Me person me who the fast as me buy and what push already didn't stick out to even do it.
No, I don't try catch it. So no yare at the hospital.
Permit me to send me the video in the evening.
Well, I'll send
permit me to watch tomorrow. I'll talk about it.
Franko, Mahama Yaga no patch on. No patch on.
The meaning say NBC for the church. Just American. Meaning say national security corner coil. It was motivated by the NBC. Tell this. Shall go for the beyond to let the objective and sincere. Mama Yadaga or part in his capacity as in.
Says here for no way the majority leader.
As some parliament for a summa that pass on Kowana.
There be.
So what is his problem?
Maybe a good by any.
What was a
good by any.
And a good by any master John Mama catcher and say there's going to be discipline and sanity in his government. Or be the unlawful entry will be fear. What is John Mama doing? Simple question. What is the president doing? Another, what say? About solitude, I say, or per se, there should be discipline and sanity. And more be a nibone. Now, Franko, Baba, found them, Lydia, coffee, more than now, Papa and Mammy punishment. Can we say there is discipline in this office?
No.
So, Mama Yariga, I didn't know just or patcho. And I Japana catches on Mamma Patcho. I want to ask, who we are for someone who is out? Shall we are for some one
can these things stop? Say a bias, now we take a bias and say, oh, yeah, be as it will be ready to be free.
Me say, Ghanaian politicians, they are funny. And on one, the dig your hold them on one castle, on one, a creative problem, them on one castle. I tell you, today, power has changed. And before you we condemn it. Today, you are doing it. The NDC will not stay in power forever. That's it. The NDC, they will not stay in power forever. Today you are raiding somebody's house because you see the panel, even per that, a day is coming. Someone will be incapacitated at the hospital. Yet the oxygen is to be Kukunda be special prosecutor. And be law enforcing agency. Memenkasa will be Bokron and Papa. There's no court of contempt jurisdiction that has established. So we are very clear for that Bokron. There are panic carrying nice about prosecution. Do feel or gain no pen man on working kind. He's trying to level charges against the man. The man can go to court. A court of contempt jurisdiction can say, Bonibia. Because the law rests in the bosom of the judge. One hour corner, our present. There's going to be a legal tussle. They make what as a legal tussle. The judge never can be final. Tell us this. Over time, I'm for both saying this and me from where I sit. Metanya some been tiny pa. A big number said, China, you know, cast in your records are already the Eric Ken Ofori Atta was near Bonibia. A big number. A very much about the Ken Ofori Atta Bonia, what you come back 30 years or 40 years. Come on, for allegation, dinosaur, and then the quantity of money involved with these scandals. Ken Ofori Atta was said so that we should cross it about money. Shabla okay, or Yarit serious. You didn't do report at Ken Ofori Atta. The Japadi also a penny authority. The Japadi. Said, I'm asking you. And then I say, is there any empirical evidence to say Waboka? And I could dig and say,
who commit Medina.
I say, didn't ask them to answer would give him and Kerende. Aha, also be so. Say, didn't ask him and uncle Dipima. Because every assassin, a corner, money BP Yakoso, Amana Yakoso, Yakako Dia sending every the charges level against him, you say, a swinging fast war. Never Panua, a dinner bay.
But Franco and now, who share MP before press conference and Bimura after they were defending Ken Ofori Atta. Is that not the same Ken Ofori Atta or more blame when they say one of the fight in a position? This time, they answer
two different issues. Two different issues. Oranges and apple, two different. Now, the Akono. Ken Ofori Atta serve in a Kufuor's government. Whereby a Kufuor government, you know, a Kufuor didn't come as an independent candidate. He came through the inner circles of the NPP. And the NPP fully said no. Maybe the information available to them. The word fugitive now policy and it is wrong.
The word fugitive no one pay. And I can say,
Shabu, then when you talk about official things.
Yeah.
Another would say, some casa will Shabu see we are wanted.
So be a penny you want to be a penny you want.
And another maybe South say, per correspondence a course, any letters a course, and then me kind of doctors actually breast the special prosecutor through his lawyers. Can you say something about Panaira?
A family do you feel say, as MP for money, Jatama Jatang in a watch your money as a Kisia Jabin actions, you know. One for be free, say, I
want for be easy.
If we say, shadow, MP before now, Jatama free you by
me, and I'm a kind. The man just in public sympathy. Your person, I'm a born and one bandit, a woman, I don't know. I'm not talking about the charges at one level against the man, but the actions. Shabla Sisi, in law, say, because of be a fugitive and not a kid. Well,
so be a way bam.
No, Papa, anything, and okay. But he should not also forget that he's a sector minister. He's a minister for energy. Anything can happen at any particular moment.
Maybe a man so as now so.
Me say anything.
Yeah,
say he will be a sponsor. And watch on me. I don't believe in corrupt practices. But yemma adene ye no. Yemma adene munya fine enya fe. Akwa kwese football match. Bobi na wan kasa musu walusu. But la sisi say you suppress it in timunsa. Ukwa be make us ade we die. Anko ma me kwan kredie anke kosi sei. Ane John Japo you are happy. Or can almost say what tell on ade and Ochina, if power change, now Ochina, your castle could discabi. Then find us a woo butcher, and our son, we are answer we be. Then through your lawyers, more corresponding letters. No, we should be catch or say, because of accountability into where Dania, how are you going to feel? Put yourself in the shoes of the person. Media no credit shall Mecca. And Kisia Jabe, you obey the special prosecutor. Meanwhile, there's one or two and quantum more than a crab for the other. May say, obey the special prosecutor. Meaning what you be a meeting why they are convincing me. Another I can say, there's no court I just have brother Persicana in a bicycle. What is a court to be? I'm asking you, what is a court to be? Or court freezing account in a court. The court ordered him. So Konako be a bizarre account in your family pacro. There's no court another carriers of brother Persicano, a bicycle. Yes, sir, President Kufuor a page because of the judicial system to a sense. Say, Jai. Nasisi Jai. What the case has been a dose of Kufuor Nipa and Penasem, they have not been fair to a Kufuor. I want to ask, at a force in case Nijapa case, a copy at High Court, a appeals court, who appointed the appeals court judge? President Kufuor. So what are we talking about? It's a clear say, Omini case. Good. And you debate and a special prosecutor, and if the work can occur. Why the special prosecutor level charges against Ken Ofori Atta to take him to a court of competent jurisdiction? Some judges was brought in by another Danko Kufuor. But that's a fee said and another one. Let's see. We should not make assumptions. We should not make assumptions. You see, no matter Ghana need no be dia group. We are talking about a court of competent jurisdiction. You might have your differences with them. Shabu, High Court judge, Supreme Court judge. But frankly, so share Mahama and this campion and a byway you can say operation recover all loot, a byway Bonnie Omedi corruption and the other. Now share national cathedral. That's the end for Banasebi. Omo probi in the first place. That's a American Fulata. I mean, some to you, Franko. What penny papa quite believe in accountability? Yeah. Nature may no one done amount for me. I didn't control. All I know men pay, you know. All I need the idea.
So operation recover all loot. Bob information. No, man, so that attorney general prosecuting.
So I want to ask, what is the relevancy of the attorney general and the security agencies?
So, for apart from the security agency, or may investigate that attorney general and the duty is to prosecute.
What is the Yaka? Martin Pebu.
What's it?
And Auntie the Waka.
What's it?
Martin Pebu say, oh, me a fit case, was a sad case from dropping any the attorney general dropping any day. It comes to me as a surprise.
That is, I calling out a case.
Thank you. Saglen
question.
What eka?
Martin Pebu.
Or more day.
Or a part of the ORA team.
So fine. I want to ask you, Sikabi change.
Debbie.
If you are going after looters, tell me more. If you are going after looters, now I'm called for they are part of the ORA. One is saying, quite a fast way a council where your friend and calling out the case, or Roma is going, he's part of the ORA is having a problem to it. As someone has also said.
Like as the ORA, no, the Oma Mato Mabbe show, the camp be. And to almost say, but I can't conduct a case. So, case,
Mama told us he's going to protect the public peace. And yes, sir, he's going to fight against corruption. There is a case, I walk court, of competent jurisdiction. They may now my court win this idea, say, Shabu Munias, my fine oko. But I can't work as someone. From here, I said, it give me a certain kind of relation, say, or party number power. And it's a party power, and I did believe it, me jam alcohol. And some account,
and all our documents are more than 2,000 documents.
President, be a concern. What did the other Kai?
Was it?
I'm Chroma.
Was it be a hearsay?
Was I
be a hearsay?
Dominic say, I thought almost about auditing of some of the stories.
It will
be a phone call, be an email. I mean, no problem to fight against Anumanu. But we should look at the approach.
And all at the public and film manner, where you said,
like Sisi.
And Tim Waminius,
let them make a man for sending a friend who say, and I never be going to work with this cabinet. One, in any constitutional powers. One, in any constitutional powers.
Someone paying and power.
And I want my attorney general continue here.
I was for the day, Franko the hater, Miss Medin the Shabla Sisi, the Bishop of